Okay, so what we're going to do today is a simple little thing that makes all the difference. Firstly, we're going to be using Alclad 307 Alclad II's Airbrush Cleaner. This stuff is quite strong, and you'll see why I'm going to use it in a minute. You could use cellulose thinners, it will do the same job, but I prefer this stuff, it does it a little bit quicker. And what we've got the front intake, which I'm not sure how well the camera will pick it up. Focus, that's it, there. Just inside there you can see where it's been joined along the edge. On the inside we have a seam that runs all the way through the intake. What we're going to do is remove that, and also the rear of the tube, which is on the undercarriage. It's all been glued down and fixed to where it needs to be, but we still got that horrible seam inside. Although the actual kit parts fit brilliantly, doing this little job will make the difference. So what we're going to do, as I said, we're going to use the Alclad II Airbrush Cleaner, a Q-tip or a cotton wool bud wherever you are in the world, and all we're going to do is keep rubbing away all the way down inside the tube along the seam. Now all you're doing is you're rubbing it away. What the airbrush cleaner is actually doing is melting the plastic, and it's filling that seam. So all you're doing really is using the kit part to make a seamless intake. Now just keep rubbing up and down. If when it starts to go tacky, you'll know that's the time to re-dip the cotton wool bud. You don't want to drag it too much, because you will just remove too much plastic and it will look horrible when it's done. So all we're doing, as I said, moving up and down. Just to make the seam disappear. It does quite quickly. As I say, this is not a hard job. That's that end sorted. Another Q-tip, or cotton wool bud I should say, and we'll do this end. So you're just dragging it through. You let the cotton ball do the work along with the airbrush cleaner. And she's going down nicely. And this side, the same. Straight down, right along that seam line. As I said, keep your cotton wool bud wet. That's the big thing on this. And we just keep wiping and wiping. Then eventually that seam will disappear, as it has done. Right, I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but there is now no seam in there. Just that one. Put them in the bin. Right. And we have the most important one. This one literally goes onto there. It's very hard to see that rear one, but we'll do it anyway. So we end up with something like that. But you could obviously, from the front, you'll be able to see those seam lines. So again, airbrush cleaner. If you twist the cotton wool bud at the same time, it will also bring the plastic into the seam, and it will help you out in the long run. And that seam was pretty good in the first place, but that's brilliant now. And the same on this side. And we'll just keep going at it. Keep twisting it. There's a little bit there that's just being a bit of a pain. So, lots of airbrush cleaner. Make sure it's wet. So if it does dry, it'll drag, and you don't want that to happen. Right, and on the rear, and we're coming from the other end, again twisting the cotton wool bud to get rid of that seam. In fact, I'm going to use a different bud because using that end ain't good. And I'm going to get it right in there. So I'm happy with that side. I think just one more just to get it, finish it off. So keep the cotton bud spinning, and she will fill in those seams. And the other side. You'll feel, if you do what I just did, turn a cotton wool bud, how sticky this gets. You're getting in there, right into the intake. Just having a quick look, see how she looks. And there you have, I don't know how well that'll pick it up again. You should have inside there a completely seamless intake. So what we'll do, we'll give it 10 minutes to dry, and we'll come back and we'll do some more work on it. Right, so the nozzles have had, or the intake nozzles have had a few minutes just to dry up, and they're nice and hard. So we're going to use now is some thin sanding sticks. We've got a fine one there, we've got a relatively rough one here which we want to begin with, and all we're going to do is place it inside on the seam and just gently go up and down. Don't put no force on it, just let the stick do the work. So all we're doing is just getting rid of any lumps and bumps that have been caused by using the airbrush cleaner. And we're going to just keep gently going round over any area you've got airbrush cleaner, or just melted the plastic slightly. And just rub away till all the lumps and bumps are gone. great, that end. The beauty of the size of this F-16 is you can get your finger in there to help out. We just keep going in and out. Rubbing it away. Same on this side. Looks good. And then we've got a finer stick. And all we're going to do, get rid of those scratches that we might have just have caused. And just finish that off. So it's, for the time you take, it's worth doing. Simply because people will look down the engine. I don't show my models. Normally, or very often, but someone's bound to come up to you and say, "Oh, you didn't put that in there, or you didn't get rid of the seams." That's the world we live in. So what we'll do is, I'll just give it a good sanding out when it looks super in there, and then we come in with a sponge and literally clean it up. Chicken, looking good. And then at the front end, just give it a quick, one more quick go, and on the other side. Blow it out, and there you have a nice intake on that one, all cleaned out, ready to go. Now the front one, a little bit different because of the way that the mouth is there. Obviously this is a block 50 with a wide mouth. We're going to go straight in with a sanding sponge, because we haven't made too much mess this time with the airbrush cleaner. So all we're doing now is just tidying it up, making sure there's no plastic that's come awry, that's settled, that we can get out. Oh, wrong stick. We literally just taking off any rough edges. Looks good. So we're taking the scratches out. It doesn't take a lot. Clean them up later. And then we come on the other side. This side's even cleaner, so it won't take long. That's it. That seam gone. On the other end, we put a finger in and just rub it through. There's nothing scientific in this, it's an easy little job to do. For how long it takes and the grief it saves you, it shows. It's worth doing. It's very difficult to see in there, I'd imagine. if I put that up, that light there, you may just be able to see there is no intake seams in there or seams of any description in there now. And she's lovely. So what's it taken us? It's taken us about a quarter of an hour of work, 10 minutes letting it sit and drying while the airbrush cleaner evaporates, and now we have a perfectly closed seam with no seam lines, and we're ready for paint, which we'll come back to a little later on.